What's up, guys? So welcome back to YouTube channel, man. This is Cassie Stats, man. I want to report this video that the woman that called the police on your scooter that led to his death has been arrested. And I'm glad to hear this because number one is why would people, any person would make a false call against someone, a false call, and potentially leading to somebody's death, especially regardless of him running, regardless of him, he didn't get shot, as the report says. He wasn't shot during the autopsy and everything like that. He ran and he tried to jump the fence, as you heard a lot. He tried to jump the fence, and then he hit an artery on his leg that that caused his death. So it's a lot of emotions, a lot of questioning. It's just a lot to think about inside this video. It's a lot to think about to process what's going on in this world in general. We're losing a lot of rappers nowadays. A lot of rappers are going through RICO charges. You got a lot of rappers that's just been released from a RICO charge and now on probation and everything like that. Like, it's a lot of things going on in the music industry. So far as worldwide, I guess, they are under attack. So regardless of them trying to make any money, they're trying to stay out the way. They're trying to go to concerts, just make their money, the shows, everything like that, promotions and everything like that. It seems like anything and everything they do, they somehow find their way in some kind of trouble, even if staying off the radar. So right now we in some crazy times, man. But the woman that make that false call, you know, in my opinion, should she be charged? You guys let me know in the comments about how you feel about that. Should she be charged for that? Making a false call like that. Because what she said inside of that phone call, she said that he had illegal drugs. She said that they had a woman stripped naked inside of the house, got her hands up. They had the guns in the air in their hands. And then, the girl ran and they started shooting at the girl. And, it's kind of crazy, hearing the patterns inside of that sentence she said. She goes from saying, if there was a real potential danger, like a real major danger for you to call the police, what's the first thing would you say, was a danger to somebody? Like an immediate danger to help save somebody. The key thing she said first was she said that he had drugs inside of the house. She's concerned about the environment. Let this sink in. That's the first thing she said. Versus the woman that's supposedly supposed to be in immediately and like in a immediate danger right then and there. Would you think that this supposed to be the first thing she said? She's supposed to say? She's supposed to have said that they're shooting at the girl, hurry up, everybody come over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see, that's how you know. See, people see these dispatchers and police officers, they should really know how to read people's minds through the phone call, the emotions, the tone. Do they sound kind of sketchy? Do they sound too calm? Do they kind of seem like they're trying to come up with something inside their head to come up with these things? Like, they got to think about a lot of things like that, man, because think about it. If she so-called said this woman was in danger, that's supposed to be the first thing she said to come out of her mouth. She's supposed to be yelling and screaming and say, hey, bring the police out here and stuff like that. This woman, she's naked. She's running outside. She's running. Right here. What I'm saying? So like, it's a big difference. I want you guys to go back to listen to the audio clip because the first thing she said was like, y'all need to come to the house because of what? The first thing she said is what? About some drugs, not about the girl, supposedly the naked girl, allegedly being naked, hands in the air and shot. I mean, being shot at. Another thing too, the key on, she said that they had drugs. And the girl, this is what she said first. She went from the, saying the drugs. They had the drugs, saying they do some illegal inside the house, and then turn around and said that, they got the girl naked, her hands in the air. And then the third, the third thing was she brought up the guns. So I'm looking like, how does it make any sense? You run from where is it? The guns is supposed to be the first thing is supposed to be brought up inside of that sentence. The drugs and all that should have been the last concern. If you're trying to save somebody's life, come on now. It went from the drugs to naked to the guns, and then what I'm saying, coming up with stuff inside their heads and trying to make it seem like it's so bad at the very very end, trying to make it seem like it's she wasn't even alerted. She wasn't even she wasn't even like just anxious or scared, nervous. She wasn't in a rush trying to say, what I'm saying? She wasn't in some kind of rush to save somebody's life. This woman was calm the whole phone call. She waited to the end to say they're shooting at the girl. Cause like, come on, this don't make any sense. She said that at the very end, they're shooting at the girl in a very calm manner. She's very calm saying this. That's what the dispatcher know. Like, hey, can y'all go over there like on a precaution? You know, look around first to see if you see a girl or something running outside or yelling and screaming. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anybody was in any kind of danger, and especially being around a neighborhood, especially you got a lot of people who you got your home watchers, like your neighborhood watchers, your local watchers. They would they're supposed to receive like multiple phone calls, you know what I'm saying? Saying the same thing. Somebody would have said something. They would have heard somebody outside screaming, say, hey, they're shooting at the girl. I bet the police as they pulled up and they didn't hear nobody saying, hey, somebody, they shooting out here some guns. So I bet they didn't pull up to no house yet, ask questions first, or saw somebody outside first, even examine and waited to watch what's going on first. Regardless of the man having drugs inside of the house for his birthday and everything like that, but it's still, you put this man's life in danger. Regardless of him running and taking off because, you know what I'm saying, like he has some illegal drugs or whatever inside the house, allegedly, you know, they still should have that shouldn't have happened. That woman, girl, lady, has you know, she has taken away somebody's father, a rapper, you know what I'm saying, like a influencer, somebody just who put in for the city, who worked hard ever since he was young, put in the time, he put in a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, to try to better himself for his family, for himself, and you know what I'm saying, like where he from, and that is Atlanta, and I appreciate all the support, you know what I'm saying, 'cause I used to listen to him a lot with Future, you know, Future the main one put me on him, and I've been rocking with him ever since then. One of my favorite songs by him, you know what I'm saying, is it's Stadium. I love this song, man, because while I listen to that song, it brights up my day. It makes me want to go put some clothes on. You know what I'm saying? Put like a fresh jersey on. Go see LeBron, go see John Morant, something like that. Put my jewelry on, something like that. Put on some fresh Air Force, like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a motivation. It was a motivation for me in a positive way to get out of the house, go out here and shine. Don't worry about nobody thinking and stuff like that. Like lit up like the stadium. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you, man. Like you got a lot of people who listen to music, to rappers. They don't listen to their music. You know what I'm saying? Like just because of the drugs and the negative thing, talking about shooting somebody and stuff like that. Sadly, that's how the kids is nowadays. But for me personally, I don't listen to music like that. I can listen to NBA YoungBoy and not be influenced by what he's saying, talking about if he go shoot somebody or he was spin a block on somebody. I listen to his music because like his rhythm, you know what I'm saying, his vocals inside of the music. I like, like I just like the flow of he make his music, you know what I'm saying? It make you get crunk up and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? It's a vibe to the music. But my bad for getting on topic. Yeah, but it's a huge red flag. She did a huge red flag on that. The whole sequence of her going from calm, saying, hey, he got drugs, and then allegedly this woman supposedly was naked and shot at the end of the phone call and still was calm about it is a huge red flag. Man, you guys let me know in the comments below how you feel about this video, about how I explained everything. You go back and listen to that audio clip of what she said inside of that phone call to that dispatcher. You know, everything sounds, you know what I'm saying? It just sounds like she just made up everything, especially close to the end of the phone call. Like she just started coming up with things. Like you guys gotta be careful of women like this with kind of the amount of kind of a jealousy they have for men and stuff like that. You know, I ain't saying all women is like that. Like I love my black women, but you got certain black women, you know, they don't think before they do stuff like that. She probably was thinking like, okay, it's kind of harmless. Let me just call the police on him. It'll get him to calm down. It'll get him to sit down and stuff like that. Her main intention was to put him in jail to stop him for whatever he was going to do. So supposedly it was his birthday. So 9 times out of 10, he probably had a couple girls lined up or something like that to go to the club with his guys that was getting ready with the drugs, wrapping up or whatever like that. They're finna go to the club. They're finna go turn up for his birthday. You know what I'm saying? We know how it goes with the rap. You know, she should know what comes with the rapper lifestyle. He used to that kind of stuff. Of course, he's gonna want to go to the club, which he used to doing. He been with Future and stuff like that. You know, so I'm talking about like a high level of fame. She, she kind of treated him like he was just some kind of local rapper or something like that. No, this man been out nationwide with Future. He got platinum records. He got golden records. You know what I'm saying? Like this man is a major under, underdog rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like sadly, he was an underdog, but he was up there. He was around Future. Can anybody imagine that kind of level of fame? That kind of level of fame. This man saw so much stuff that any man could ever imagine. This man had saw all kind of women in the world. He don't had all kinds of women in the strip club. He don't had all kinds of women in different cities, different countries. You know what I'm saying? Probably in London. You know what I'm saying? Like he been around the world, man. Paris and all this stuff like that, man. Trust me, this man probably seen all kind of different women. It's kind of like he don't got just one flavor, what he want and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like this man saw so much, he's like, hey, I want this and that tonight. I'm finna get these drugs. I'm finna go turn up. Like that was his plan. His plan was to just turn up for the one night for himself because it's his birthday. I don't know the relationship he had with this woman, but apparently this woman, she kind of wanted him all to herself, knowingly. You know, this man, like this man has saw a lot to the point like when he probably see her, he probably like, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to go hit this junk tonight and that junk tonight. Like you know what I'm saying? Like men in general had different kind of flavors. I'm not saying men not faithful out here. A lot of us men are faithful out here, but you know what I'm saying? A rapper who saw a lot and been around major artists who seen all kinds of women, who saw all kinds of flavors inside his eyes. Like there's no stopping that man for doing something that he want to do for his birthday, especially. And he got money, and he got motion still. Even though he was like out the way, and he still he still was in contact with Future. You know what I'm saying? With Young Thug and them and all that. Like, come on now, man, you can't stop a man like that, man. Like he gonna do what he want to do regardless. You know what I'm saying? With money and stuff like that. Another thing too to key on, this woman, it seems like she was jealous that he had all those things, and she tried to take him down. You got women like that. Not saying all my black women is like that. I know my good black women. I can name one person like Sierra. I really like Sierra. She did went from a rapper. I'm not saying Future, I know the lifestyle Future had lived, and she understood that, like think about Sierra. She understood the lifestyle Future was gonna bring inside of her her future. So she saw her future with Future as not gonna go well. She knows that Future, he's gonna wanna, he's gonna be with different kind of women. Would Future would want to be with Sierra still? Would Sierra be his main girl? Is she accepting him like that? Yeah, I believe that 1000%. I believe that, you know what I'm saying. Uh, Future will have her as his top girl, regardless of him having like different women. But I'm proud of Sierra because she realized and she understood that, she wasn't gonna have a good normal life future with Future. So she took the route of, what I'm saying, of being single. She didn't just jump on another man right there and there, what I'm saying. She took her time, or maybe, what I'm saying, like a couple of years or so like that, trying to, co-parent with Future, stuff like that, trying to adjust herself in her life, side of mine. And then she met the football player, I forgot his name, played for the Steelers, the quarterback. Um, I know y'all gonna beat me up on that, but yeah, she came to her senses. She saw somebody else in another profession, you know what I'm saying, and high level of success, in a high level of fame, and high level of money, you know what I'm saying, like in a positive way. Now she don't have to hassle with different women, going with Future, going to different clubs, being in potential danger with their kid, with their son and stuff like that, having go up there support him and stuff like that. I ain't saying Future be around gunshots and stuff like that, but he does be around rappers, you know what I'm saying, with gangs and stuff like that. I don't know what Future be around. I know he's a gang member or whatever, like that though, but Sierra doesn't want her child to be around him. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like this kind of woman, she just saw a different path and understood what she was in with a rapper. So she took her own path and just let that go and found somebody else in another profession. You see what I'm saying? Like now she's safe and now she feels comfortable. Now she got a guaranteed future with this man, with a man now that she with to raise her son. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying the son is gonna going against his father. Of course, he's gonna love his father because he's a high level of success too as well. But it's a level to this stuff. The son's safe, the woman is safe, and the rapper Future, you know what I'm saying? Like regardless of his lifestyle, he still doing his thing, and you know what I'm saying? They're just living their life. It is what it is. But sadly, this woman, she didn't want to do that. She want to go the other route and call the police, make up false accusations of what your scooter didn't do, and that's what it led to. Now, by him losing his life, look what's going on. Look what just happened to Sauce Walker, the Sauce Walker and Say So P. When that rapper died, guess who died with him? The killer, the last shooter, the last people that's you know what I'm saying, that's in for his murder. They're gonna die. They either trying to get caught so they can go to jail, which they might lose their life in jail as well. They're gonna die outside this world, outside of the jail and inside of the jail potentially. That's that, I'm telling you, like, you guys are targeting these rappers with this high level of success and fame. And then if you cause their death, man, you're gonna have a rough life. You're gonna your whole life just ended right there. I'm not saying that a rapper should be the most fearful thing in the world. Not saying that, but I'm saying like you should be afraid of the people who comes behind those rappers, who's influenced by these rappers and stuff like that. You think that you guys are crazy? You think the shooters was really crazy? Think about the people, the fans and stuff like that, how they feel. Now you got hundreds of thousands of people that own you. They want you dead. They want you to go to jail. They want to get you potentially. They want to go catch you. So unknown person you don't even know, like, you the person that killed this rapper that such. You know what I'm saying? Like they can just pull up and shoot you and kill you. It can be a fan of them. You dead. Now I bet this woman I bet she's scared to death right now. She's scared to death because she know what she has done now. Now she sees that Young Thug is involved in it. Now she sees that Future is involved in it. I bet she didn't have no clue he was behind all those people. I bet she had no clue. I bet she's scared to death now. I bet she is. I bet she regret doing that in the first place. Now she in jail because of the now her life is in jeopardy because of it. Will they spare her in 2025? How this word is, there's no sparing nobody. Nobody spares somebody's baby, infant, a child, toddler. You know, the teen years, your adult years, your elderly years. There's no sparing nobody in these times. So, you know, man, I can't imagine what she's going through, what she's thinking right now, and the kind of potential danger that she's in right now. Especially, you know, I still pray for people regardless of what they done, but man, these kind of times, man, you guys gotta make wise decisions instead of the way, especially choosing who's close to you. Your enemies is not your real enemies. Your real enemies is the people that's closest to you, who you never think would do it to you. The person you think will never do it to you would be the main ones to do it to you. Keep that in mind. Like you don't have no the enemies that you think you have. You saying ops and stuff like that. Of course, you know what I'm saying. Like you might have ops that want to kill you. You know what I'm saying, stuff like that. I ain't saying that for me. I'm saying for the younger generation and stuff like that going on. But your real op could be your main buddy beside you who got the Draco flashing the side of the camera. And you the one holding the money and you flashing with your grill and stuff like that. And you got your phone up, and he probably turn around looking to your left and say, "Hey, I can wait, kid. This nigga best I get that money in that grill out of his mouth." You see what I'm saying? You just never know. But the person the ones that closest to you is the ones you gotta watch. But let me know in the comments below about how you guys feel about this video. You know, this video is not very detailed with everything like that, but I'm gonna get back to it, detailing it, put the pictures, the photos, and audio clips and everything like that in it. Well, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, man. Comment below how you feel about this topic in this video, man. Peace out. This Cash Stash.